got to all my life, She's done a lot for me. So I do the simple thing for her. Cause she keep me warm. Everything she keep me warm, Yes, good morning, my people. How are you today? Onako lwalero zile nako z'omwezi 14 January 2025. So we are 14 days into the year of 2025. I hope your month is not as bad as most people are claiming for the month to be. People are saying that January has 90 days. My morning is not so good. My phone holder broke. So I had to be creative. So I've used what they call gaffer tape to hold it together so that I do the broadcast today. And of course, I'm going to drive as I head out to buy a new phone holder. Yeah, so I got to go to my phone holder. You can actually send me today. Yeah, but I hope your day is good today. It's Market Tuesday. Tell us about your products and services. Tell us about your business. Tell us where you're found. Tell us how much you charge. Tell us how we can contact you. Tell us phone number and email address. Yeah, it's Market Tuesday. And I always tell you, never take the chance, never take for granted the opportunity to actually advertise and tell people about your business. So today is that day for the love of cars. It's the day that you're going to tell us about your products and services. So that you guys go ahead and support. You people are supposed to care. Today we don't answer cars related to questions related to cars. Today we are strictly talking about marketing, because with good marketing we can make a lot of money and buy a lot of cars, which together. So today we talk about marketing. Yeah, and marketing is like the spinal cord of business. Without marketing, businesses struggle until they fail. Without proper marketing, businesses struggle until they fail. And that's why we talk about marketing on Tuesday. And every Tuesday we learn a thing or two about marketing. And of course, tell us about your products and services. Mgalasi Joshua Mix Farm, Triple M Bashiri, Jones Info, Muyombia Mark, Wabuye Nelson, and Dama Desmond, Tusime Eddie Travel Live Vlog, Louis, Tumuhimbise Ivan, Zereko Starch, Gideon Mvidi, yes, happy 2025 Gideon, Hashim, Paul Sema VIP, Morad K Momo VIP, Wadechi, Azit Chamkad, Job Owagichu. I'm not answering questions related to cars, guys. Yeah, today we are strictly marketing. Mula Meek, Mikhail UG, and Steve, and of course Namabari Mukamori, and the guys that are watching this video later on in the day or later on in the week or even in the month. Thank you very much for choosing to keep it for the love of cars. Brijay Kakai, good morning. Oyo Brijay Kakai ya inga VIP club. Katirinya yutuwa tuyogera. Tukatoka VIP. Brijay Kakai VIP. How are you guys? Today is Tuesday, Market Tuesday. Tell us about your products and services. Hey, Musime Kim Job, good morning. Good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope business is okay. I know January sometimes seems to be one of the tough months. Yeah, people spend literally all the money they had in December, yet in January they knew they would need to get services and products for their daily life. And they forgot abantu ambeera bira ne bagenda ku beach sente ne bazina ne zigwawo kala atuuka mu January nga talina sente zakola mu bintu. Good morning Kim Job, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing. Someone yesterday we bought a chikumi at 5 million. Mwe guy egula twaguze chikumi ya milioni 5, but I'm going to post the pictures today and then we talk about that tomorrow. We bought a chikumi at 5 million. But I'm going to tell you the story tomorrow. And it was interesting. Someone asked me, you people, hey, they want to wonder. Navudde matuga nze kuolaba. Navudde matuga. And I think Ozamo Santu is the only person that can actually prove that in matuga every day. Because Ozamo Santu, manyo musangoro munga avuga belta ye. Abere wafe Ozamo Santu. Ne mbenfufu. The only problem Ozamo Santo does is that he drives with windows down. That's not a recommendable thing, guys. Drive with your windows up, especially if you're driving a new car. There's no reason why your windows should be down, especially in a dusty road. Because I normally beat Ozamo Santo dust. Good morning, car lovers. I sell juice at any functions, weddings, introductions, the cars, birthdays, etc. and deliveries from 1 liter at 10k. We are located at a Chiwi roundabout off Katwe Road. Muwulidde Henry Modern Juice abagambi aleta juice ku mikolo jo. Birthday, nika, net drink ups, and someone might need juice to mix up with waraji. Ne ku drink up otwalayo. So Henry Modern Juice, Henry Modern Juice, is your channel active, the YouTube channel, because that might actually be the only way people can reach you, because since you've not shared your phone number, they look for the channel Henry Modern Juice. Yeah. So Henry Modern Juice abagambi abagenda okukola pate temumuyisako mirimu. Abantu babo mbalaba balinze taxi. Sede ebyo. Nakoma okulinda taxi mu 2009. Kale 2010 tubale 2010 because I bought my first car in 2010 and then I never waited for a taxi again, and I thank God for that. It's not nice to stand there and wait for a car. So today, being Market Tuesday, I wanted us to talk about how you stop yourself from giving up when things are not moving, when customers are not coming, when sales are not increasing. How do you stop yourself from giving up? That's one thing we're going to be talking about, and it's a marketing affair, guys. It's a marketing thing, and that's what I'm going to be talking about as a professional marketer who knows what it takes, who also knows that sometimes things are just like that. So I'm going to first of all be talking about why I think your business can be open, you're doing all the right things, and yes, the business is not moving, customers are not increasing, ebintu biganyo okutambula okitegeera bagita Subaru. So I'm going to be talking about that, but I will also be talking about what can keep you going and how you can keep going when times are like that, because regardless of what business, there are times that are going to be like that, and especially with the new businesses, the small businesses, it's going to happen a lot. You'll have more of the moments when business is not growing, customers are not increasing, sales are not increasing. You'll have more of those moments than the moments when things are actually moving the right way. You get, okay, the way we want, the ideal. Majority of the time, things will not be ideal, and I'm going to be talking about that as a marketer and what I think I would be able to do in moments like that. Kama Godwin, good morning. So Market Tuesday, guys, okay, mutubulia business za machoke tugende mu segment yange when sharing that what I think marketing should be like during the Baramuriabzi. Good morning. Is something wrong? Zero taxes on is in jail. What is happening? And I can't open my window to ask them because my phone might be stolen. But all these taxis are coming this side. Why? This is like almost 20 taxis at the same time, and more are coming. What has happened? After God hit the body, so anyway, it's Market Tuesday, guys. We are talking about how you keep going even when things are not moving, when customers are not increasing, when business is just basically not good. And I'm going to be talking about the before, the during, and the after as a marketing person, not as a business consultant. No, I'm not going to be talking about I'm going to be talking about this subject as a marketing person. Yeah. And Kim Job has said, Arthur, what do you do when you venture into a certain business and it kills your money, right? You don't have backup, and the only option you have is to quit it and wait for a few years to start up another thing. You already have a solution for that. However, because I'm going to be talking about the before as a marketer, guys, I want to make sure the disclaimer is clear. I'm talking about this subject as a professional marketer. Yeah. Now, we are talking about the situation. That's what we are talking about. Business is not, customers are not coming, sales are not increasing. That's the situation we are talking about. Yeah. Now, I totally understand that most of you guys have hustles. Yeah. Whether it's your main hustle or a side hustle, you still have a hustle where you're going to put your money, right? Or where you have put money. Now, I want to start with the before from the marketing angle. I want us to start from the before we head out to the during and the after. The topic of the broadcast is in the during, when things are not going right, customers are not increasing, sales are not increasing. That's the during. But I want us to go back a little bit to the before. I want us to go back to the before. Henry Modojuice Agambe, he learned resilience. Nakate Christine, hi. Gilbert Amanya, hi. Hussein Nubuwat, hi. So let's talk about the before, guys. Before you start a business, yeah, in marketing there is something we call the market survey, or what on the bigger picture they call market research. And here, this is where you go out or you use data available to figure out where the demand is, or whether your product or service or the product and service you intend to introduce to the people has market, or people, to make sure that people actually want to buy it, or people might want to buy it, because you can create a product or service that people don't even know they need, yet they actually need it. You get. So that's the before. And I was doing a digital marketing class yesterday. Now I understand why the taxis were running away. But this place moves because this is a main road. There is no way they are going to leave this traffic to be like this forever. And I think I should drive the phone holder today. Sagara kutambuza bigire sagara kulinya border. So I'm going to drive and head out to the places where I buy my phone holder. So guys, we are talking about the before you open your side hustle or before you invest your money. Kim, before you open your side hustle or before you open your next side hustle, because you are definitely you are a serial investor. You're going to do what we call market research. You're going to look at your market, where you're going to take a business, say, and see if people would actually buy the product that you want to sell, or if people would want to pay for the service that you want to bring to them. You get? So that's the very first step. First of all, you need to define who your target market is going to be. Yesterday we were discussing and we were talking about so it's me who's supposed to do this. The phone holder is broken. So yesterday for us, we talked about a shop that sells maternity dresses, and we were saying a shop that sells only maternity dresses for pregnant women. Would they actually stand a chance of getting customers? And yes, we agreed that yes, they can make money. Yeah, they can make money. And then we figured, what are some of the things they would be using to market digitally, for example. And of course, people were suggesting they would be posting content to do with pregnancy, your safe days. If you're pregnant, what do you do the first week you realize you're pregnant? What tests you should take? What minerals you should take? How to prepare for your baby and all those things. Yeah. John Bull Waswa, you pay to YouTube using a Visa card. I keep forgetting to do that video. I keep forgetting. It's not proper. So, but today, I told you, this place moves now. This place moves. So, we are talking about the before. Now, we know that a shop that sells only maternity dresses would actually make money, right? So, if a shop that sells only maternity dresses would make money, what's stopping your business from making money? You are simply not prepared. I've realized that personally, I've been there where someone opens a business and they have no idea what they want to sell or who they want to sell it to. They don't even know how big the market is. They are just a business. From a marketing perspective, things are not supposed to be that way. As a matter of fact, big brands invest every month in market research to figure out how is the market working right now. What do we need to do to make sure that we take over the market, or to make sure that at least we dominate the market. We want to be market leaders. So it's important that in the beginning you do your survey and find out what people will buy your products, and if those people are located in the locale where you're putting your shop. I'll give you an example. The guys at sorry guys, network. So just imagine if someone came to this road where we are, when they fly over, and they invested in a spare parts shop. Yes, he will make some sales. There is no way he doesn't make sales. He will make some sales, but then there is a limitation to how much that person can make. Why? Because the place where he is not a place that is known for selling spare parts. It's not a place that is known for selling spare parts. So mechanics will not have it natural in them to take a border to come to Sawaya Queen to buy spare parts. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So before you start your hustle, those are some of the things that you want to figure out. If I invested in a spare parts shop and put it in such a location, how many people would be inclined to come to that place to buy from me? The other thing that we need to also ask ourselves is, how much are the people willing to pay for my product or service? I'll give you an example. Right now, the best fee for soda is 1K. I think that's a 250 ml bottle. Now, if you created a 250 ml bottle and you sold it at 2,000, you will not get business, even if your product is better than Coke or Fanta or Riham or Pepsi. you would not make the money. Why? Because there is a fee that is right now that is acceptable. 1K for 250 meals. Sorry, network keeping angi one. But we're talking about the before things are not doing well. Because you guys have to understand, I'm one person that believes in cause and effect. I believe that if I step on my accelerator right now, I will knock that Subaru regardless of how many prayers I put in. Even if I fasted yesterday. So yes, I believe in cause and effect. I believe that when you put one step forward, you need to put another step forward. Whether it doesn't matter whether you fasted, whether you were slept in the morning, whether you got some in the morning or not, whether you ate breakfast or not, one step goes in front of the other. So for me, I believe that the during that we are going to talk about happens before. Yes, going to Obutamanya, you may not know that you made a mistake before you started trying to sell, but definitely you made a mistake as you were opening your business. And you should try, and for the guys that are opening businesses in 2025, you should try as much from a mass marketing perspective. You need to prepare yourself. You need to prepare the market that you are coming. And we have seen a lot of businesses that were not prepared for the market. When I didn't call postgraduate marketing, that's around 2018. We had an instructor. He's called it's called Huntington. And Huntington kept saying, and this is something that probably you guys have heard of, kept telling us, go global, stay local. If you have a business in Uganda and it's working out and you want to go to Kenya, yes, you can go to Kenya, but don't take the Ugandan business practices to Kenya. When you go to Kenya, become local. Start knowing what do the Ugandans do, what do the Kenyans do in Kenya to have their businesses survive. So if you're going, for example, open a business in Entebbe, you need to understand what are the spending habits of the people in Entebbe, what time do they start buying, what time do they stop buying, what times are not busy for them, what quality do they want, how much do they want, what ages are willing to buy. You need to understand which people do I bribe, because trust me, Uganda is full of bribing everywhere. So you need to know all those things. You need to know, if I don't want to bribe, then how do I survive? Which licenses do I need to get? All those things, or you know, where am I going to be getting my raw materials? There are people that buy expensive raw materials in the guise of this should be better quality. Yet, in actual sense, the market you're going to sell these things to doesn't care about quality. If you're selling at the people at the bottom of the pyramid, for example, some of those guys don't care about quality. They care about the product itself. They care that they have received the product. I'll give you an example. The biggest population that eats Rolexes don't care about how clean the Rolex makers guys' hands are. The Rolex makers' hands are. Yeah, they don't care. Yeah, you got a Rolex. Usegira. Abana basinga bali ekikomando obusowane we bateekamu ebijanjalo ne chapati buchafu. But the majority of the people that eat those things don't care about the hygiene. Enjala ebe muluma. Kati gojja kujja, you open a Rolex stand, ogenda ogule sowani ezebbeeyi, ogule fork ezebbeeyi, ozimba akayumba amatiribona, ojogambe kati bano ngenda bakola ekikomando class, sigenda kubanga bali aba bulijjo. Like who cares? Osegere, the people that are going to eat commando probably don't care. I think I saw that Acacia Avenue eyobwe wati omukubo bwe eyo mundeyo abana bajja ne batokola Rolex stand ziri ez'amaanyi. Like when you create a Rolex stand in Uganda, it needs to be an actual Rolex stand. So now it's the Rolex stand. Of course, the difference is that they use gas, but it's the actual Rolex stands now. Yes, into Arabia Bay, it's a Rolex stand that people will not be scared to come and stand at. I don't know. So it happens the before. Everything you do before you open your business, everything you do before you get your first stock, everything you do before you price, everything you do. Now things are not working, customers are not coming, sales are not increasing and all that. Now let's go to the, you guys have a question about the SPK driving school abagambye abayambako kufuna driver's license no renewinga. Ni number we number SPK driving school is 0705 4035 3540. What? You got them 0705403540. Kamuka Godwin abagambe, cut unnecessary costs. Ultimately, the reason almost every business fails is because it's not making enough money, as well as conduct a SWOT analysis. Muchiwulide. Godwin abagambe, ultimately, your business is bound to fail because you're not making enough money. And also conduct a SWOT analysis. For the guys that don't know SWOT, SWOT is when you assess the inside of your business and the outside. You assess what your strengths are as a business, what your weaknesses are, and then you go out in the environment and you find out what the opportunities are that are out there and what the threats are that are coming against you. Together. Derek Lule, good morning. Look movie recaps. Semanda Raymond, Chamba de Hannington, and of course, never tuta Gigano of Chuk. Kari. Nebatuta. She don't you want me. She don't you want me. But I tell her. Yes, I tell her. Watch on him, you don't give a damn, you don't dare. You rule my world, you took my heart. I was angry about you Kari, let's continue. Now we have understood that everything you do, I'm talking about these things from the perspective of a marketer. Everything you do, and everything you touch and every decision you make influences the during. Now let's go to the during. Things are not moving, customers are not coming, and sales are not increasing. When things are not moving and customers are not coming, and there are a lot of things that we need to do. I've read in a number of places where they say that every business has the way, has a way, an approach. Yeah, with the business in approach yayo to make sure that things continue moving. One of the approach is by developing a number of products that business thinks are what people need. Katimo product says business they producing we move a product is a single cash cows. But majority of the time the cash cow might make you a lot of money, but it might actually not be able to sustain the business alone. So that's why you create a number of other business, a number of other products. What do these products do? These products make sure that your market keeps engaged, that when you're not selling the cash cow, those other products are actually moving. Which together, that's okay to do better. You made me big, you made me big. Every time I come over, you made me big. But why? Give me some love, be my better half. I promise I will never let you down, my girl. Till I reach all the things, anything from me, nothing. For as long as you got my heart. I ain't watching your back, come on, so come on, you won't need to take it. I say yes, I say no, I say baby, let's take it slow. You want my number one, you took my heart. You made my part, you made me big. You made me big. Every time I come over, you made me big. But why?
But you never ever take what I say. See, I need you. But you do what you do every day. It goes around and round and round. I love this.
Manenjala kulabo mubitala bitambula naye bitala bigani. George Senkubuge, good morning. Gonza Anthony, good morning. Look, movie recaps. I'm not answering cars related to question related to Kasemanda Raymond, Derek Lule, Chamba de Hannington. Good morning, bro. I would like to know whether it is safe to change my car service from Total to Rubis. Not today, but yes, it's okay. Because people are scaring me that fuel the engine disturbs a lot when you change oil company. No, it doesn't. It's when you change the oil to probably a weaker oil or to a stronger oil. Good morning, Arthur. As a professional marketer, what do you advise someone to close? When do you advise someone to close shop and quit? Leave out the motivation thing of not giving up. I think my business is on the edge of failing soon. Boss Dog, what business is that? That's something else. What business is that? And because there are businesses that don't fail. Boss Dog, there are businesses that don't fail. And of course, there are businesses that don't fail because they're supposed to fail. There are businesses that simply fail because the owners have failed. And that if those businesses were handed to someone else, then they would definitely survive. Some businesses fail because of the people that work in them. So what business is it, Boss Dog? And for me, leave motivation aside. For me, it's always about the numbers. Yeah. For me, it's always about the numbers. If the numbers are good, and you put feelings out of things, I'll give you an example. You guys need to understand that when we think that things are not working, sometimes that's how it's supposed to be. On so many marketing Tuesday, I've told you, I've been exposed to information before that where it was said that Bukede TV, when they opened Bukede, the TV station, they had planned capital for 5 years because they did not expect the TV station to break even before 5 years. But the TV station broke even in year 2, heading to year 3. And for the guys that don't know break even is when you're not making losses, you're not making profits, but you can cover your expenses properly. So it broke even in the 2nd year, heading out to the 3rd year. And it went very well, and I'm sure now they are struggling. So sometimes you might actually be in the stage where you're actually supposed to be struggling as a business, and you don't know that. The one thing I've found is that that happens is that most of the time when you open businesses, fair, but now Uganda, you want to eat your money immediately. If you're to breaking even you open the business that month, the next you open the business today, the next day you want to get money for lunch for your home. Then the other day you want to go and send your mother some money. And that's normally the reason why businesses struggle. And by saying that Bukede TV had capital to run them 5 years, this meant they would be able to pay their employees for 5 years. They'll be able to pay their rent for 5 years. They'll be able to pay for their 5 years. They'll be able to pay for their licenses for 5 years. They'll be ready to pay for their taxes, for 5 years. Then, Boss Dog, you need to ask yourself one question. Sorry, network again. So businesses normally break even in 5 years. So you need to ask yourself, Boss Dog, have you breed and sell and train dogs? Okay. So what problem are you solving? That's the thing. You need to be able to solve a problem. So you need to ask yourself, what problem am I solving? If you're solving a problem that exists, then you need to just show people that you're solving. And I'm not being motivational here. I'm not a dog person. I tried to rear a dog and it just did not work out. I just believe I'm not an animal person. But there are people that like dogs. And I also know personally that there's a time where I looked for a dog. And yes, I did not really like dogs, but probably if I had gotten a real German Shepherd like the person claimed, probably it would still be home. Like I wanted the German Shepherd because when we bogola abantu bawulira nti bogola okitegeera kale katudde ku bbala katono nnyo tukomewo.
I never need this. Can't tell you this every day, every night. That I really feel you, I can't deny. Give us a chance, you and I, you and I, you and I. Give us a chance, you and I, you and I, you and I. Action in money, action time does not wait. Okay, man.
Now waving the finish line, I'm not stepping up. She walks away, then she steps away. Okay, man. Tasha. So yes, guys, we are talking about what to do when business is not moving, customers are not coming, and sales are not growing. And because this is Marketing Tuesday, so this I'm talking about from the perspective of a marketer, because I am a professional marketer. And we were talking about the before, we talked about the before, now we are talking about the during. It was important that you understand what happens or what should happen before. Now it's important to understand what should be happening the during. Now, when your business is already going on, we have talked about the break-even period. As Wobero was, and now business is not growing, so before you start saying, let me go and fast and pray, let me sacrifice, all those things, you need to ask yourself, am I in the break-even period? Or am I in the period before the break-even, where we are simply making the business run so that people learn that the business exists? Because it's possible, in the period you're moving as a business, it's possible that this business, this period is a period for you to simply make sales and survive until you break even. So this is normally the time where businesses are marketing. And of course, some businesses survive in that period for longer than other businesses. There are businesses that break even in 6 months. There are businesses that break even in a year, which right? Where the business can actually thrive and take care of its costs. That's what they call the break-even period. Kakati, you have broken even, or you broke even before. Now, how do you know you have broken even? Normally, it's for you to keep records. And that's the first strategy. Guys, before you say things are not moving, do you have records? Do you have records of your sales? Do you have records of your number of customers, day in, day out? There is no way you're going to tell us you're not making enough sales, if you don't have paperwork, if you don't have records. You need to be able to have, you need to be able to have numbers for us to compare and say, in May, you made this number of sales. In June, you made this number of sales. And based on the facts, on these facts, we know that your customers are not, you don't have more customers, or based on these facts, the number of customers are actually just been reducing. You need to have those figures. You need to have that information. First, you have the information. Because it's a possibility that you're actually making sales, Nenga, you're misusing the money. And I've seen that a lot. Where people are actually making money, but they're misusing them. And this is not just happening with small businesses. It happens even with big businesses. Nga sente bazikola nenga ate bazidya kati ono wa embasani ya muwa pamiti. Olabaleni mwali nejalaga. Antikale network mujirabe byetukola. We are talking about what to do when business is not good, customers are not coming, and sales are not increasing. The first thing for you to do is to figure out whether you are still in the break-even window. You have not broken even, and it's totally normal. Of course, now, if we had a business like department, probably in the Ministry of Finance, that has information about businesses like these types of businesses, when do they break even, when do they start making profit, what's the average profit per year, then it would be. But now in Uganda we don't have that information. But you can do your personal survey. No mu Uganda business jendimu etera kolera mu banga ki dile bakola amagoba dile bakola kino. Of course you kata okola your personal research no laba nti chokola o chononyereza ku business jolimu ogitegedde. That's how you know if you're in the break-even window. Number 2, you need to figure out your actual data by seeing the information. Nabagamba, you need to have a CRM where you have all this information about customers and how much they spend with you. That's one way for you to figure out if your business is actually struggling. The chances are high that your business is not struggling and you're the one who is making it struggle. I don't know if I make sense. You need to make sure that you're not making the business struggle. You're not making the business struggle. Sometimes mwe muli asendeza business nga yekola sente zaayo ategwe nozirya nozimalawo. Okay, nozana kampakingire ddala wano. Nzikira mu ebyo ebizimbe byo ngendo kugula phone holder yange enze. Nanka ntere ddala wano. kati mwe waliwo abantu abatamanyi eno gye tuli nze we manzi gyeno bwe masitambudde nevugawo. I got tired of the bad condition and those that bring the bad condition. Mubijjukira ebyo ebintu bye twayogeranga edda. Nako embeera embi abagifaanana n'abagireeta. Kale katumale broadcast yaffe nga bwe mutunuddeeyo ku bbala ate munaatunayo emirundi emeka. He's Moses high. So you need to figure out information, guys. Bobato ina, if you don't have information about your business, don't say it's struggling. Bobato ina records on the number of sales, the number of customers, don't say you're struggling. First of all, give yourself a number of more months to figure out whether your business is actually struggling by collecting information, recording information and all that. Ukitegera bono marofuna information eyo no gisaawo awinzo okuba osobola okumanya whether your business is actually struggling or not. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Then ekirala, are you marketing? Majority of businesses in Uganda struggle because bagulawo ne balinda ba customer bajje ne batandika okusaba ne bagenda mu night prayer buli lwakutaano. Is that what you're doing, or are you actually marketing? Bono mara to market. Are the people that are in your business trained to deal with customers the right way? Because there are so many businesses that are struggling simply because of the way they handle customers. Osegira, post before is the location. Majority of businesses in Uganda actually not struggling. They actually have the number of people. Then kumanya. Guys, I've been talking about the break-even point. You guys, before you say your business is struggling, my number one question is, did you do a break-even analysis? The break-even analysis doesn't only help you to discover when you'll break even, but it also helps you understand how much capital you need for your business to make sense. Nabanyumizako on how I do the juice factory, a cottage industry. And I can tell you things, tebabagamba bitufu. When someone is encouraging you to start a factory in your home, they are not telling you the truth. Guys, you need to figure out, sorry, network, I believe. You need to figure out how much capital do you need to break even. And this is something that people don't normally think about. You need to ask yourself, how much capital do I need to break even? Kubabo onoba toyina capital malero ogenda struggling atotandika okulowooza nti sitaani aine fujjo nenga sitaani talina kyakoze nga capital gwotalina. You're competing with people that have enough capital. They can even give out stuff on credit. They have money for marketing. They have money for sales activities. Nga gwe tolina. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Sometimes you're struggling simply because you don't have capital. So go talk to a business consultant, bakolere break-even analysis. Bakubulire, for you to break even, for you to be profitable, you need this amount of capital, you need this number of units to sell. You need, so that's bakubulire how much money you need to invest in your business for a business to make sense. I've seen people, buli business abantu bagitandikanga mudala gwa chapati. Tikasangulayo katoni y'engano, nengula ekidomola kya butto, nengula esigiri, nengula ekimeza, nengula amanda, nengula ka umbrella nenfuna wentekanga malako. That's not how it works in some businesses. With some businesses, you actually need to have capital for a full year. You need to have capital. Businesses zimuzidabikanga entu nga wetaga capital wa milioni nga 15. You guys should look at me as I conclude. There are some businesses that seem to be small, but they're actually really big. Nga wetaga capital ekitone milioni 15. Nenga bokatunulira boti katono nnyo kaiza olabaka kitaga milioni 2. Kati most of you guys that have businesses that are struggling, you're struggling because you don't have enough capital. Capital includes money that will help you market, do sales activities, pay for rent, pay for operational costs. Now, those are things that a business consultant should be telling you, but majority of our business consultants are actually simply motivating you so that you go to them and pay for consultation fee. They tell you business, they don't actually tell you the real things because some of them actually don't know. Some of them also don't, struggling, but this is a fact. But of course, there are businesses that you can start in a capital in 9, but you'll struggle for longer than a person that has all the capital. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Capital excuse me, omuntu alina capital, for example kati wano wendi, omuntu alina capital nga yakola break even analysis bulungi, nga they have all the capital they need to run the business, they will even break even faster than you. They'll start making profits faster than you. But most of the Ugandan businesses chetukola njigulawo leero enchanja njagala mu sente mpereze wa mami mu kyalo, njagala mu sente jjajja anko mulwadde yeetaga sente za cancer, nga business yana last month njagala okujja mu million 2 I contribute. You be there, your business is still you're contributing for weddings. Guys, tekimala. Dr. Kasule Matia VIP, good morning. The break-even point is the point at which total costs and total revenue are equal, meaning there is no loss or gain for your small business. Thank you, Godwin. So personally, I know that before you say, let me close down, Boss Dog, you need to do that and see, are you actually struggling? Before Boss Dog, before you decide to close, you need to do the numbers, do the math and ask yourself, is my business actually struggling? Because there are chances that your business is not struggling. You just don't have capital. What's taking? Oyinza oba tolina bubeezi capital akumala kukola by'oyagala. Kyekyenga gye bali abantu banyize bemanyi abanoonye embwanze kati sikyanoonya mbwa nabivaako. Just going to put security cameras, put electricity on the fence, yeah, and probably get license for a gun. Ababbi abo abagiraagira abo babukubye papa nga badduka. Guys, kamasibule. I'm sure it's over 1 hour. Mugalasi Joshua Mix Farm Triple M, Jones Info, Muyombia Mark, Wabuyi Nelson, Anama Desmond, Tusime Eddie Travel Live Vlog, Louis, Himbise Ivan, Gideon Viri, Sereko Starch, Hashim, Paul Sema VIP, Morad K Momo VIP, Job Owagwichu, Mula Mik, Michael Juji, Steve Bridget Kakai VIP, Musime Kim Job, Henry Modern Jews, Kamukama Godwin, Bara Moriebozi, Nakate Christine Gilbert Amanya, Hussein Nubuwat, John Bull, Waso SPK Driving School ekanyanya wali ku gas ni namba ajibawa de yiyo mugenda bafundire permit. Look movie recaps, Derek Lulese, Manda Raymond Chamba de Hannington, Gonza Anthony Tusingwire Obed, George Senkubuge, Innocent Agumenitwe, Asiko Keith, Samuel Mugisha, Akalija Gerald, Lubega Mark, Heath Moses, Dr. Kasule Matia VIP, Peter Chamba de Kamukama Godwin, and Nze mpulira ebyaddala wavaawa. Great advice there, but try to read my question. Obed, I need an answer. Obed, which is your question? Let me see if I can answer it now. Obed. Let me answer this tomorrow. It's very simple, but let me answer it tomorrow. Guys, thank you very much for being part of the broadcast. Even you guys that are watching this video later on in the day or in the week or in the month, thank you very much for choosing for the love of cars. May the good Lord bless you. I'll see you tomorrow, Lifestyle Wednesday. Ciao.